Hello everyone! I have risen from my sleep an hour ago. Where's my Chromebook?
He is scum.
Charge it. Please don't tell
We
me.
both know he
there
doesn't
it
like
is.
you like that.
Sorry guys. I I had the burps. I had the
Hell no.
burpees.
I'm down with that.
Okay, I have my Chromebook charging. Hopefully I can write my book afterwards. Okay. So, like I said before, I was going to do...
I'm down with it. I've dreamed about that. I've always wanted it in my life.
I was going to start the hero
I'm being
recording
serious. Just
of
break it with your boyfriend.
this
Talk to your man.
the superhero called
right.
Digital Disc.
But I'm not paying.
And I said that
paying for that.
it was going to be about
You gotta get yourself a job and pay for that yourself.
how much struggle she goes through being a hero,
I'm not
since
paying for it either way.
her superpower isn't really that
I ain't paying
fancy or cool or really strong. So because of that, people kind of look at her as kind of like a weak superhero. So this is kind of like a story of how she gets her mark, and it's just kind of like a story of saying like superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. But sorry for that burp, excuse me. Um but a hero is a hero. And so for that matter, this is the first time I'm ever doing this in my life, is where I'm going to actually create a supervillain using using superhero powers and magic powers, just like what I did with Gosha. So with that being said, let's do that. Yes, people, this is what's happening right now. This is how I'm going to make this iconic villain for the story. And the thing is that I don't want him to be really strong. I just want him to be like a... Like I said, he was supposed to be like the kingpin in my universe. He's supposed to be like the kingpin. So... Magic power. Mental. Without Gosha, I'm gonna have to go... So give me a second. God, Jesus. I do not like that magic power. It's pretty much like having a positive outlook on a situation. And how much that is great for a supervillain, I want something I can work with. Water magic. You know what? I said I wanted something I can work with, so I got it. Oh yeah, by the way, the gender. No, we're gonna do random wheel. This kind of leaves it out of my hand of choosing it being a boy and a girl. So...
No, what he do? In the fact that this is the
Female.
No, Marcus.
A
No, first of all,
female.
do not listen to Marcus. Do not even think about listening to
No,
Marcus.
Scratcher, we're gonna make it... Actually, no. I said we were gonna do it, so female. The reason why I didn't want to do it is because, you know...
What you do is you do go slow. He was kind of doing it, right? But also, he needs to, like...
I didn't want to, because we already have heroes and girls, so I thought it would be better to have the villain that she's fighting a boy, but we have like a boy villain, so you know what, whatever.
When I do, girls like it.
So we're fusing water magic with... If we get creation powers, that's just gonna be hilarious.
Telepathy.
Telepathy. I'm pretty sure I know what telepathy is, but let me just go on a Google search, just in case. Okay, so... Because this girl is like the kingpin of the universe, we're gonna make her a little bit more creepy. And a little bit more scary, too. Now, because she can... Her magic... We said the magic was water, we're fusing
I was
telepathy.
you. You always regret introducing me to the people you
We're
know.
going to say telepathy hers are. So she controls water and have this telepathy power. So we're gonna, and so
God, Jesus.
what I want to do is make this. So a lot of people you know who has telepathy, you will know them from X-Men, and that's kind of it. Because a lot of telepathy users are from X-Men.
The updates.
So, in the two people who I'm thinking about is
The
Jean
update happened
Grey
3 days ago, I
and
believe.
the guy who was in the
Was it
chair.
4 days ago?
I forgot his name. But the difference between their powers is
By the way,
completely
Marcus, the
different.
spike
So you
crystal you see, I
see,
want to actually try and
Jean
turn into like
was
a very
actually
cool thing. I want to
she's
try and see
actually
if I
able
can
to
put a
make things
tiny light
float
in
up with her
there
mind by
and like
concentrating,
see if I can keep it
but also
activated
able
and
to
like the
read
video shine
minds.
through.
Dislike
I'm gonna have it.
the other one is the fact that his power goes so far that he's actually able to reach people from other places, even without using the machine. I forgot the name of it. Cerebro.
Marcus is all
That's what
holy
it's called.
again.
The Cerebro. Um, and there's also, by the way, there is a version where he does have a super suit where it has like the X-Men logo on top of the Cerebro. And it's like a giant thing that goes over his head
I can
that
turn
he
this into a
wears.
secret lair.
Sorry, guys.
I want to turn this into a secret.
And with her power to control water, the kingpin of this
Wait,
universe, I
you're
feel like
going
she would
over
have.
here. I
She
swear I
would
can turn
have
this into
like
something.
her face
If you
would be
just give me a
completely
chance.
colored,
Give
but it would
me a
be look,
chance, man.
but it will look like a skull mask that's glowing.
Oh, did
You
I
know
tell
what?
you that
We're gonna
PvP
use a
is
wheel for
also
that.
here as
I don't
well?
want to pick a color and then
So,
anyone who listens to this
no,
says
I'm
you're
not
being
telling you.
sexist,
I don't know.
or you should pick a different color. So me using a color will kind of eliminate my choices, and also I don't get really shit on. I should have done this years ago, if
No,
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm immortal.
I don't think this is my color wheel. I think
By
this
the way,
is.
I've never been.
Wheel of
I
Colors.
honestly, I don't even
Yes.
try to date with the girl. Like the girls I date, I
So the whole thing is going to be glowing, 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 glowing,
just. I'm immortal.
glowing.
Light green.
Did they say light green? Because I heard blink.
huh.
Light green.
Blink green. So she will be going blink green, but her
Where's my
suit
shield?
is kind of like
I got a
so
shield on me.
certain parts, but the rest of the suit is like silver and black. So it's like,
Somewhere online, I
and
think
it's
I've found it in
armor
the chest.
plating. She has a little diamond in her chest, like in the chest of her suit. No cleavage, no cleavage is being shown here, but but I am gonna say she's thick and fine. Just for the fact that that is kind of the reason why some people work with some villains. I'm being honest here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The real reason why female villains have so many like people
No,
being okay with using them as like a using them as like a shield or a weapon.
I've done nothing to
They're
you.
just like a pawn, and they're completely cool with it. It's because the person's fine. I'm sorry, I don't really make this shit. I do make my universe, but that's not the point. So yeah, I want to say that she she has no control over her. Well, she can. You know what? The one thing I wanted to do was like say like she uses her psychic abilities to control water. Is she just like reproduces it from her own body? So it's kind of like she can just shoot it out, but that's it. She uses her psychic abilities to control. We're gonna do that instead. So her whole suit is she has like these little tubes that go into her hands. Well, no, she'll have tubes of some sort into her suit, for then she can shoot out the water more better, or to shoot it out in places she wouldn't be able to. Not down there, you perverts. And then she would use her psychic abilities to control the water, and even she would be able to read people's minds. I would say would be able to control it so hard that she would control the molecules to make it feel like a solid form, and she'll be able to walk onto the water and make like certain creations or stuff. I would like to say that her main thing is that she will possibly just make water bullets and shoot you with it, like just. But she'll have a gun that does that. That one of the things are attached to it, and the thing is like that thing is like it has bullets, and she just shoots. So it's kind of like a metal container, and then it opens up. But what makes it really hurt is the fact that there's a certain thing inside of the water that kind of um changes it in a way. So yeah, and her name.
I've been rejected by 3 girls. I think I know the girl I'm gonna ask.
I really want to call
Heck,
her
I
tidal
was
wave or
rejected by a
something.
girl before I can even ask.
So let me give me a second. The name is in the clear. Tidal Wave is news, but it's news in Transformers. It's not
Brianna,
news as a
she
superhero
signed
or
me
a
up for a
supervillain. It's
support,
news as a
saying to me that she
it's
wanted
news
to
as a Transformer.
that
So in other words, we're
she can
good.
only think of me as a friend. So she's been thinking about it for a while, and she broke up with me before I can even ask her again. So
And some people say that there's some copyright stuff with you using a Transformer name, but it's only copyright if you. It's only copyright if you have like something that seems so similar to it. I highly doubt that this person has the stuff that I've given this female villain, given Tidal Wave.
I wanna ask some.
Okay, with that being said, let's do the story.
Yeah, I didn't even get the chance because I'm
So
gonna
we're
ask her because she says like she wants to focus on her schoolwork and we're graduating this year, so
we're
I'm gonna ask her
so
a little
this
bit
starts up
about our
where she's
graduation
in kind of like
and the good hype,
where
and
in
get
her
everything
home
going.
country that is
I'm listening to books. I'm
Wisconsin.
not trying to slip it in. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
we're going to say she lives in Wisconsin. So she's the Wisconsin superhero. I hope I'm saying that right. And the thing is that there's like a few superheroes from there that she's really cool with. Um, even a few people there who help around there actually they literally look like the embodiment of a holiday. You see what I did there? So, because of that, people only look at her and see her as a very strong superhero. But she does have a suit. Now here's the thing: she only person who knows her name is her best is her best friend Allie. Her best friend Allie is the only person who actually does know about her superhero identity as Digital Disc. And the fact that she's actually really smart. She's made her own suit, and the suit is like blue and silver. So it's like dark blue, light blue, and then there's like blue, like glowing blue lines onto the suit with some metal on. Where
Right
is like
on.
where the metal is,
Like there's one like I was sort of
and
interested in
she has
this
taken a
girl, but
giant
it's not
upgrade
really
over the years because over the fact that she
liking her in a
does
good way.
use tech. Like she does use
Cause
tech to
let's
just
see.
like help
Well I do like
with
she's cool, she's nice. We got along so far.
how can I say this? She
She seems
uses
like
the
she's
tech to actually help
independent
with
and
certain things or help
she's nice and
with
respectful.
how she's using her
Um,
performance in the battlefield. So because of that reason alone, I need to put this in
no,
there. So as I'm talking, I'm gonna walk over
the
here.
things there's two lists here. One, the things
We're
I would find cool if the girl I'm dating has,
She took a little
and
bit of a
if it's
straight
not there, I
form
wouldn't
where she
share.
didn't use
And the
she
things that
didn't
I
wear a
truly
visor
need
over her
in a
head
girl
anymore.
that
She wore a
is
full
most definitely
helmet. The helmet was like morally is like headgear for her to ride a motorcycle, and also it helps her with certain things like it's able to see infrared and other things. But yeah, and people and you kind of go through social media and you would see that people talk about her in kind of a negative way sometimes,
so.
and
Like
some
I was
people just
saying,
like her and just say, "Oh, she's just fine." And what people say is just
okay, let
because she
me
has
type
like
in
these
this.
digital discs that she throws and bounces around and it hits people.
Cat.
But she doesn't quit being a hero. She just kind of like goes through it. So she's talking to her friend Ellie, and she's just like, and getting very upset about it. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, I'm I'm upset for the this this like, and she's talking about how it's being very difficult being with her being a hero and stuff. It's not. It's just like people either liking her because she's attractive, or it's like because she just like that's it. Just because she's attractive and she didn't want that. And so just in the by the way, they're talking about this in her secret in her superhero lair, where she has made most of her tech. So she's like, well, if you want to know how to get respect, maybe you should talk to one of the other heroes. So, by the way, the superhero, her name is Detalia. We're going to say her name is Detalia. What did I say the girl's name was? That her friend was? Oh, God, I'm already having trouble. Oh, God, this is going to be fun. So she's talking to her friend Natalia. Well, no, I mean, so,
Whatever.
and by the way, the reason why I named the superhero Atalia, oh yeah, that was the girl. Gosh, geez, I said the girl name was Atalia. Okay, so we're gonna say the girl's name, like the superhero, her name is Atalia. I know I'm already messing up the story, but just bro with me here. The for the in the original, because like Digitalis, her name is her name is digital disc Di, digital her name is Digitala, digital disc Digitala. It's a kind of a weird name, but still. And we're gonna say her friend's name is Cindy. We're gonna say her friend's name is Cindy. We need more girls in the world named Cindy as superheroes. May I do that? So Cindy's talking to her in this cave, and in the superhero layer, that's actually just her lab. Give me a second. Sorry, guys, my cousin Gene was wrong. Okay.
I'm just gonna go on VR chat. I'm gonna go on
So
Detalia.
Detalia,
Website. I'm just gonna
I know
reading that. Be
Detalia,
like,
but it kind of goes into the same realm of the name, but people call it Detalia. Um,
I'm just gonna be like looking for
so Detalia is just
girl
like
who
I don't know. So I don't know
girl
what
looking
superheroes to
for
talk to. So her friend Cindy, she was like, "Well,
girl
why
who
would you talk
lives
to
in
Crimson Thunder?"
Minnesota.
She was like, "Why
I'm
him?"
not gonna say.
Well, people don't really know he's black. So he actually has prevented dealing with discrimination part of it. By the way, I would like to say that, um, she is a white female superhero. I don't really care for gender, but I'm just saying that for you guys to get a good description in your head. And so Cindy was like, "Oh, well, like you should call him. He may know how to help you with this." So she calls him, and just like it on her little wrist on this wrist tech thing that kind of all the superheroes have that I've given them. It's like this little wrist thing that does a lot for them. They have on attached to their suits that allows them to call people in the call superheroes. So she called and she called me. I was like, mm. And I just woke up. I was like, yeah, what's going on? And she says you need to talk serious. And it's like, okay, give me a second. I go put on a shirt and put on some clothes. I'm just like, okay, and I get down to my lair to go to the talk to her on my computer in my room. And it's like a screen that like it's like I see her. It's like face cam for and it's like she goes like, "Well, I want to ask you about how should I deal with this issue I'm having, because a lot of people are just showing me disrespect or liking me because I'm like hot, or not really liking me because I'm a superhero. I'm saving people. Like what do I do?" So I kind of like make a little playful joke, and I just go like saying like, "Well, you can always sell feet pics." She's like, "This is not the." So she says, "This is not the time to be joking." Okay. I'm being serious. Being serious. One of the two ways I can see people showing you respect. One, if you take down a big bad villain. You take a big bad villain, I think you'll get amounts of respect. Number two, the way I could see you possibly getting respect is kind of waiting. Just keep on doing your hero work and waiting. Don't try to force it. Many heroes, trust me, I have met many heroes that have tried to force themselves into people liking them, and they've hated them. And it took time to be able to come around. So yeah, okay. But I think I'll try that waiting thing. Yeah. But speaking of big bad villains. Yeah? Um okay. I know you're busy saving your town, but I was hoping you would do this. So, you know that I'm busy saving Minnesota and stuff, and also I'm going to be having, and with my team I'm actually going to be taking a four or five, probably 10 days break with my girlfriend. We're going to be going on a
Marcus actually
holiday
told
with
me
each
that
other. We're going
once.
to go to Hawaii. And so,
Yes, you did. You were like,
so
I forgot, but you
like
were
did you tell us,
very happy. Yeah, you
Atalia?
weren't happy about
So
hearing this
Atalia,
news.
she goes like,
You were just like
she's like,
it was
"Oh,
like you were
okay,
trying
let's
to
have
educate
fun."
me or
So
something.
wait,
It was
wait,
very
what does that
annoying.
have to do with me? Okay, I'm so because I kind of need help with. They are helping save Minnesota. There is a form of a crime boss being made, a female crime boss that is she's making her name up in the world, not in a good way. Wait, what do you mean? She has stolen tech devices and robbed banks with almost an army of people. No one knows what she looks like. She has her hair. She and she is. Here for more. Here's a picture. So she sees the picture. She's like, I've never seen her before, but why? So each place she's robbed, she's only robbed one country, one city. So the next spot in her place is where you are in Wisconsin. So I have like a few places that she may rob, and I need you to bring her. I need you to bring her down. He's like, um, me? Really? Yes. Uh, you may not think yourself as a very powerful superhero, but trust me, I know you can do this. And she says, okay, I'll do it. So her friend Cindy was like, you see? You know. And the call was going, is like, is that a civilian? Know your superhero identity? And, and so Detalia said, like, yeah? Please don't be mad. I'm not gonna be mad. She's like, what? Yeah. Believe it or not, we're not allowed to tell everyone our superhero identity over the fact that it will mess up how we save people. But what we will do but we do tell the people who are close to us. Okay, I gotta go. Gotta go get ready for the trip. See you later. And so Natalia said, just see him. So, so Zimni's like, okay, so you got a big time villain. So how are you gonna cover all these places? And so what she did, she kind of so she has these little rollers on the solar suit is kind of like a very like an arm, a little bit armor and thin type suit, and the bottom of her feet turns into where the bottom of the feet pops out wheels. That actually makes her go up to Mach 2. So she actually just zooms around and put sensors around and stuff. And that's supposed to just like when it's something under this description, she knows where it is. And so she was waiting. She was like, okay. Then it happens. The the criminal, the a villain who's named Tidal Wave, and she zooms in and she's like, I'm not letting you rob this bank. So she's like, because she appears right in front of them and she knocks all of her and all of her villains out, and she goes, and so she's like, I'm not gonna let you rob this bank. It's like, so she just says, so she has like her mask kind of makes her sound a little bit creepier and scarier. So I can't do the whole modulator thing. So I'm just gonna. So she goes like, oh, you're not gonna stop. You're not gonna let me. And she's laughing like, oh, trust me, you ain't gonna lot. You're not gonna be alive long enough to even try to stop me. So she shoots her water gun and she's like using. She brings out her two digital discs. By the way, to give you guys a full description of the disc, it is something that she can either pop from her hand, like and it floats and she froze it, or something that she can hold physically. Something like the girl from the Black Panther movie who has those little ring hoops. She kind of uses it like that, but it's kind of like a more, kind of a little bit bulkier, a little bit. It's still thin, but a little bulkier, if you know what I mean. So it's just like, so she's like throwing in and she's like using, so she like froze one and she's using one to actually to cut it and stuff, and so she's like doing her best, and then suddenly one of the bullets like that she hit actually froze her hand a little bit, and she's like, oh. And it says, you're not the only smart one here. This gun puts different chemicals into my water that makes it do different things. You just hit my ice water. Now, well, ice water bullet. Oh, let's see how you do with an EMP bullet. Oh, EMP water bullet. So she shoots it, and then she's like, and so she starts speeding around, and it does make a giant connected wave of with the water, and when the water touches her, and so it shuts off her entire suit. She was saying, I don't need a suit to beat your ass. So she's still using. So she's fighting her hand-to-hand combat, and then she releases one of her disc and hits her in the face, breaking a little bit apart of the suit to see her eye, and she's like, "Whoa, I thought that was your suit the entire time. I didn't know that was actually your physical power." But man, it's pathetic. She gets mad and she starts trying to beat her up, and doesn't work because then she just releases a giant wave and grabs her with like a water hand, shooting her back up into the wall, just going, hitting her head and knocking her out. And so she's knocked out, and but before she knocks out, she actually uses her thing to throw, it actually breaks one of the pipeline holes, and so it's leaking out water. And now, not everything in her suit was also tech based. So she has one thing that was actually, she didn't think it was actually going to be useful, but it turned out to be useful. Because it was actually an electrical bomb, something that I gave her, just in case. She threw it and she got electrocuted, and she's like, okay then. You, you're fine. I think I'm gonna stay here a little bit longer. But when I kill you, that's when I'm gonna leave. Water gang, we're out. And they grab her and drag her to the car, and they go like, I won't let you leave. And she passes out. Her suit gets back on tech, so she pretty much, she had her helmet back on her head when she was unconscious. It also alerted her that someone was trying to break into her suit, so she was like, what? Like, I'm fine, I'm fine. Are you sure? Because you let someone rob the bank, and they were trying to arrest her because you failed to stop a criminal. She just kind of rushed out of there. She's like, I was able to fight her, and she left, but I couldn't catch her. Her friend Cindy was just like, hey, everything's fine. You, you get her next time. I know you will. Especially since she's gonna be staying around to kill you, and I know that she won't. So, so she calls me one last time, and then she goes and says like, hey, can you tell me what the tech that she stole was? Like, I'm, and then she sees my girlfriend, and she's just like, oh, uh, no, what, Pixie? No, what? That's a little bit too iconic. Rose, we're gonna call her Rose. Like, hey, Rose, and she was like, hey, like, I'm on vacation. Help her. That's what my girlfriend says to me. She's like, help her. Jesus. You're like, okay. Let me look up a collectoral time diffuser. Um, 10, 10 like force negligers, and she took like one giant machine that is a force compactor was being it was being made to it was going to be the new machine that was going to be placed all over was going to be placed into the waters, and it was going to clean the oceans, and doing it way faster in more amount of time than anyone else could. Why are you asking? Do you know what her powers are? Because I just had to deal with them. Um, she had powers. I'm gonna be honest. No one has been able to catch her, or at least get there. Because anyone who goes to the crime scene, she's instantly gone. We've had found random water spouts, but we thought that was just because of the sprinkler systems. No, she has the power to control water. Really? Uh, okay. That's weird. I thought she would have some other abilities. Wait, why would you say that?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I assigned someone else on this mission before you because she did
fine.
go. She did go and attack
Alright.
Illinois recently before she went over to yours.
Yes, I did.
So
I
you
all of it.
contacted who? The
Yes.
Speed Brothers.
Very good.
Wait, those two?
All gone.
I thought they quit. Oh no, they didn't. They didn't quit. You they just they just been doing stuff low for a while. They took a little break. They're back up. Okay. So they're just having a long conversation, and so she's like saying that. So I'm just saying to her like, yeah, and they said that they were pretty sure that she picked up an entire pile of bricks and chucked it at her. So I thought she would have some form of psychic abilities. Is it possible for someone to have two powers? Let me guess. You think she may have the power to control water, but also is a psychic? Yeah, it's a possibility that those type of people are very rare. So, yeah, but did she steal anything? No, I stopped her. Okay. Wait, have she ever robbed the banks? You said she stole something from the banks, but you never said it was money. Some of the banks it was money, but special banks had a name. What do you mean? All the banks that she stole are all funded by X Corp. Funded by X corporations. Oh! Sorry, guys. Back to the story. Wait, what? And she didn't even steal the money. She stole the sensors, like the detecting sensors that are from there. Uh, I want to let you get on your vacation, but can you just send me what you know about different people who have water-based powers and psychic powers? Okay, I ran into the power few. I ran out of these powers a few times. Um, if you need any help with this, well, I'm on vacation, and also having me would not have a, having me would not be very good to help you because I don't have these type of powers. So call my brother, the water demon. He he has a very strong base of water-based powers. He can help you. Anyone who's psychic that I know of. Who do I know is psychic? Or has at least who can move things with her mind? The one person who I could say could probably help you is God, I always forget her superhero name. I think she calls herself um I think she calls herself Leaf, or I think she calls herself Vine actually. Yeah, she calls her superhero name is Vine. Like the vines from a tree. Oh, oh wait, what would she go? She have two powers. She has the power to control nature, but she also has the power to enhance anything around her and make increasing their durability. She has been able to control those with her minds and float them around. Is there anything else? Um, yeah, I was going to tell you that she also said that she used machines like I do to help with her powers. In what way? She has a gun that shoots water compressed bullets, but is filled with different chemicals that allows it to do different things. So it's pretty much. So pretty much it's. She knew. So I'm assuming that's how she beat you. How do you know about that? Just because I'm taking a break doesn't mean I don't keep tabs on my friends. And also, the video, there was a camera that took the video footage of you getting your ass beaten to you. That's being played all over the world. Great, by the way, great move. May may want to work on that block situation. Got it. So Talia's just like, okay, have fun on your vacation. Okay. So her friend is like, so her friend is just like, she hangs up the call and her friend's like, so you got everything? Well, I'm gonna study these and I'm going to try and figure out how to beat her. Or at least how to counter this. And that's where we're gonna end the story. I've actually kind of liked that. And definitely since I'm doing a certain difficulty, like they're learning something, that makes it very fun. Because they're learning something that's making them a better person. Last story I did made her a better person and taught her that emotions are not really an enemy, and having friends isn't either. It can be a wonderful thing. And so with this one, you're seeing that she's having these difficulties, and there's like it's based off of some, and like I said, some realism because let's be honest, this could actually happen if there were superheroes in the world. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. More fun I think I shouldn't have, but I think I really did have some fun, and it was very creative to do something like this because over the fact that it's just like it's something that I haven't done before, and it's something that's so unique to me that I have fun doing. So yeah. That being said, I hope you guys like this origin story or the starting of the origin story of
Yes, you did.
Digitalis. No, I sorry, I meant to say digital disc. And I hope you guys like the superhero type, like it, and I hope you guys enjoy it because this is going to be
Oh, I found
probably a
some
good one.
stuff
I
close to the
think I have a
bottom.
good feeling about this one. So yeah, see you guys later.
You see nothing over here. Well, I don't care. It's fine. No. Go away. Go. Go away. I was enjoying this. Let me have fun. I was having fun. Are you sure? Because that I I ain't gonna ask that. You fucking weirdo. I was gonna say you could. That's something you should tell your girlfriend that you're into. Tell the girl that when she dates you. Go back to the house. The the house is literally not far from here. Not likely. Yeah, there's three new people in the game. Go away, Katie. I can literally see you. Go away. No, I can see you through my damn walls. No, no, I can't. I'm bit. You built the thing. You did not build the walls. You have a watchtower. Well, in that case, since you wanted to keep the watchtower, then. By the way, I will be destroying 80% of that. I was about to destroy 80% of that ground because I changed the size of it too. Yes, it looks very good. Now please move out of my way. I'm trying to get this area for the balcony. Thank you. And you complain about my singing. I was about to say that was. Oh, it's a lightning storm again. I'm not having this conversation with you two. We're. I don't want to answer this, and I don't really care about this conversation. Not all. And it actually worked in my favor when I was trying to actually date the girl that I've been wanting to date my. You found a black llama? Okay, yeah. going back. I'm going. I feel like I can have this closed in a certain direction. Okay. Okay, so you can go. Huh. Okay, that's good to know. That means I can just close these up. Yep. Okay. This is off territory now. Only me, myself, and I is allowed here. How much material? How much material do you need to make a chest? So role playing support. Stretching. Marcus, where's the stuff for lights? Where's Marcus, anyways?